Welcome to the Madison Order Podcast. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. Today I'm going to recap the NBA and NHL from last night, look at today's games in each sport. Then I'll preview and predict all the college basketball stuff, first four, NIT, CIT, MLB strength training, soccer, portfolio, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start in the NBA. We'll recap last night and look ahead to tonight. Cavs over the Pacers, 108-103. Celtics over the Pistons, 119-94. Sixers over the Heat, 98-91. Bulls over the Blazers, 110-107. T-Wolves over the Jazz, 114-104. Kings over the Grizzlies, 121-111 in OT. So the Kings gave me a push in overtime. And the Lakers over the Hawks, 136-105. All right, only 5 games tonight. 7 o'clock, you have the Hornets at the Magic. My line's the Magic by a whopping 20-21 and 3/5. And it is 13-202.5. Over. Rockets Wizards. My line is the Rockets 13.25, so 31 3/4. They're missing a lot of people. Washington is, and it's Rockets 9.5 to 27.5. So I have to go over. 7:30 Pelicans Nets from Barclays. My line's the Pelicans 4 3/4, so it's 26 and 9/20, and it's 7-216.5 over. 8 o'clock Mavs Spurs. Mine's the Mavs by 9, so it's 234.25, and it's 9-233 slight over. And last but not least, 9 o'clock NBA TV game of the night. Nuggets T-Wolves, no Karl Towns. My line's Nuggets by 1, total 222 and 2/5. And it's 7.5 and 213.5. Woo! That's way too high. Karl Anthony Towns is not as good as Anthony Edwards. Like, come on. But I'm still taking the over. So 5 overs. All right, NHL will recap last night and look ahead to today. Capitals over the Flames 5-2. Sabres over the Kraken 6-2. Busy slate tonight. 7 o'clock. Senators Bruins from TD Garden. Boston's minus 220. Ottawa's plus 180. Over under 6.5. Overs plus 104. Unders minus 128. Ottawa plus 1.5 is minus 130. Boston minus 1.5 is plus 108. I like the over. I wanted to take Boston puck line, but I couldn't. Blue Jackets Red Wings. Red Wings minus 170. Jackets plus 140. Over under 6.5. Overs minus 130. Unders plus 106. Jackets plus 1.5 is minus 164. Red Wings minus 1.5 is plus 136. This is a tough one. But I'm going to lay the puck line with the Red Wings. Jets Rangers from MSG. Rangers minus 122. Jets plus 102. Over under 5.5. Overs minus 114. Unders minus 106. Jets plus 1.5 is minus 25. Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 98. This is a really good game. 2 of the best teams in the league. This is sneaky candidate for game of the night. It might be game of the night. I'm going to take the under. 2 good goalies, so under. Penguins Devils from Bruce Center. Devils minus 134. Pens plus 112. Over under 6.5. Overs minus 106. Unders minus 114. Pens plus 1.5 is minus 215. Devils minus 1.5 is plus 176. I'm taking the Penguins outright plus 112. They're playing better than New Jersey right now. Maple Leafs Flyers. Leafs minus 148. Flyers plus 116. Over under 6.5. Overs plus 102. Unders minus 124. Leafs minus 1.5 is plus 168. Flyers plus 1.5 is minus 205. Over. 7:30 ESPN Plus and Hulu. Hurricanes Islanders. Canes minus 160, Owls plus 132, over under 5.5. Overs minus 134, unders plus 110. Canes minus 1.5 is plus 155, Owls plus 1.5 is minus 192. I like the under. 8 o'clock, Avalanche Blues. Avs minus 220, Blues plus 180, over under 6.5. Overs even money, unders minus 122. Avs minus 1.5 is plus 114, Blues plus 1.5 is minus 134. The Blues have not played well lately. I'm going Avalanche puck line. Sharks Preds. Preds minus 420, Sharks plus 330, over under 6.5, overs plus 110, unders minus 134. Sharks plus 1.5 is plus 134, Preds minus 1.5 is minus 162. I'm going with the over at plus money. 9 o'clock, Habs Oilers. Oilers minus 375. Habs plus 290 over under 6.5. Habs Oilers over. So 10 o'clock, Sabres Canucks. Canucks minus 200, Sabres plus 164 over under 6.5. Overs plus 104, unders minus 124. Sabres plus 1.5 is minus 146. Habs or Canucks minus 1.5 is plus 122. Over. ESPN plus Hulu, Wild Ducks. I don't really have time to give out picks. I'm going to lay the puck line with the Wild. And then Blackhawks, Kings. We'll go with the over 5.5 minus 118. All right, now we'll do spring training. We'll recap yesterday, look ahead to today. Friday. Or I'm sorry, yesterday. I keep thinking today's Monday. Yanks over the Phils 4-3. Rays over the Braves 7-3. Twins over the Red Sox 5-2. Pirates over the Phils 11-2. Marlins over the Stros 6-5. Guardians over the White Sox 8-5. Mariners over the Rangers 9-5. Brewers over the Angels 4-3. A's D-backs 3-3 tie. Nats over the Stros 10-1. Giants over the Reds 4-2. And then today 1 o'clock, Marlins, Cards, Rays, Red Sox, O's, Jays, Brewers, Guardians, A's, Rangers at 4. Reds, Angels, Guardians, Rockies, Mariners, 6 o'clock, Marlins, Stros, Phillies, Tigers, Cards, Mets, D-backs, Cubs at 9 and 10, Royals, Giants. And then soccer's busy today. We don't have time to do picks. Women's Champions League, 1 o'clock, Ajax, Chelsea, and Benfica, Lion at 4. U.S. Open Cup first round is tonight, 6 o'clock, Chattanooga, Miami United, Vermont, Lexington, Madison, Duluth, Brave, SC, Savannah, SG, Tormenta, CFL Spurs, Westchester, Millen, Tulsa, Northern Colorado, Austin, Furrow, and then Portland and El Forlito. And then CONCACAF Nations League semifinals are Thursday. Now I'm going to go over all the tournament stuff for tonight. We'll start with the first 4. 6:40 on True TV, Wagner Howard. We'll pretty much just repeat what I said on the tournament show. I project Howard by 9, total 137 and 7/20. And now we get to look at the line for real, and that will be, let's see, Howard by 3.5, total 127.5. I think I'm going to same game parlay Howard in the over, but the bet is going to be the over. And then the second game tonight, 9:10 on True TV, 10 seeds in the Midwest region, Colorado State and Virginia. From Dayton, mine's Virginia 5.25, total 133 and 13/20. And it's Colorado State giving 2.5, totals 130.5. I'm going to do the over on that one as well, and I'm secondary going to pick Virginia plus the 2.5, plus 116 outright. I know they're not and shouldn't be in the field. They're in the field, but they shouldn't be. But my numbers say Virginia in this battle, although I'd rather see Colorado State advance, personally. NIT. First up, 7 o'clock on the SEC Network, North Texas and LSU. I'm going to look up the seedings for this real quick. So North Texas LSU is the 5-4. My projection is North Texas by a half, total 141 and 3/5. And it is LSU 2.5, total 135.5. I like the over. ESPNU BC Providence. That is the 6-3. My line's Providence by 7 to 144 and 3/10, and it's 3.5 and 141.5. I'm gonna lay the 3.5 with Providence at home. On ESPN, Xavier, Georgia. This is going to be the let's see, 5-4, and it's Xavier by a half to 149 and 17/20. And it's Georgia 1.5, total 156.5. Oh, do I love the under in that game. ESPN 2, Cornell, Ohio State. That is your 7-2. Mine's Ohio State by 4, total 149 and 7/10. And it's 11.5 and 158.5. Under, and I like Cornell as well. I think Cornell might be live in that game. 9 o'clock, South Florida, UCF. My line is South Florida by 5, total 141 and 19/20. And it is USF or UCF by 6.5, total 142.5. I love USF getting the 6.5 and plus 230. And that is the 5-4, but holy cow. They did not like USF. Did the committee. Richmond, Virginia Tech on ESPN 2. My line's Richmond by a half, total 142.25, and it's Vautech 6.5, total 142.5. I like Richmond plus the points and plus 220 outright. ESPN U, Minnesota Butler. And by the way, Richmond, Virginia Tech is a 3-6. The Minnesota Butler is a 5-4. Mine's Butler by 7 to 148 and 4/5. And it's 4.5 and 150.5. I'm going to lay to 4.5 with Butler. On ESPN, Kansas State, Iowa. Kansas State, Iowa is a 6-3. My line is Kansas State 2.5, total 152.25. I'm sorry, in 3/20. I read that wrong, and it's Iowa 5.5, total 156.5. I'm going to take Kansas State plus the points and plus 98 outright. And last but not least, tonight at 11 o'clock on ESPN 2, UC Irvine, Utah. That is a 7-2. Lions Utah by 8, total 147 and 17/20. And it is, let's see, 8.5 and 148.5. That's the closest one so far. Slide under. And then the CIT. We have a couple of those games tonight as well. From Wisdom Gym in Stevensville, Texas. Texas Southern, Tarleton State. My line is Tarleton 1.5, total 140 and 19/20. And I'm quickly going to find that. There we go. We found it. 10.5 and 141.5. Oof. I'm taking Texas Southern in the points. That's a lot of points. And at 9 o'clock, Abilene Christian at A&M Corpus Christi, also from Wisdom Gym. Mine's Corpus Christi 3.5, total 142 and 7/10. And it's 3.5 and 142.5. Very close. Slight over. Now we'll do the portfolio. I'm just going to give out another college basketball because camp as he signs with the Saints for 1 year for $13 million. He's to have a neck procedure, and the Saints were aware of the issue before signing. Clemson sues the ACC as school has explored leaving the conference. Oh my God. The ACC is turning into a mess. With them leaving and maybe Florida State leaves. I feel like everyone just wants to go to the ACC or I'm sorry, the SEC or the Big Ten. And then they had a statement. You can go check that out. How about this? 80% of bets on UConn 26.5. Most lopsided public splits for the tournament in terms of betting. Donovan Mitchell out 1 week. He had a procedure on his nose. Not great for the Cavs. Christian Wood is out for weeks as he will have a procedure on his knee. Great news for the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid returns to practice. He's targeting an April return. Has been out with a knee injury since January 30th as he got hurt in that game against Golden State. John Collins left last night's game against the Timberwolves as he had a head contusion as he got tested for a concussion after that dunk by Anthony Edwards. Great news for New York Knicks guard Jalen Brunson. Steve Kerr says that Jalen Brunson is definitely somebody we're considering for Team USA. Listen, that'd be awesome for Jalen Brunson if he were to get it, but at the same time, you don't want to risk an injury. Netflix to debut a new NFL show. Receiver will feature Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, and others. So first it's quarterback, now it's receiver. Real Madrid and Barcelona will meet at MetLife Stadium on August 3rd. That's pretty cool. The Vikings are to meet with J.J. McCarthy as they arrange a private workout with him. It just feels like that's who they're going to draft. The 49ers to lose the 2025 fifth rounder and the 2024 fourth round back 4 spots due to payroll accounting errors. Not great. But the big news of yesterday is that the San Francisco Giants signed Blake Snell, 2 years, $62 million. Big signing for them. Snell reunites with Bob Melvin. This isn't a surprise to me. San Francisco needs a top of the rotation guy. But now the question is, Snell, how long will it take for him to get ready? Dave Roberts says that there's a possibility Shohei Ohtani plays in the outfield where he isn't DH if healthy enough. OG Anunoby's going to be out for a while again due to a lingering elbow injury. That's not good news for the New York Knicks after he came back last week. And how about this? Yankees legendary manager, former legendary manager, Joe Torre, visited the team at spring training. He was in uniform and made a pitching change after he pulled Carlos Rodon after 5 2/3 no-hit innings. It was some scene and probably one of my favorite highlights of a spring training game ever. But the bad news is for the Yankees that DJ LeMahieu is out as he has a pretty significant bone bruise on his right foot. He probably will not play opening day. But the good news is that the best player in baseball, Aaron Judge, abdominal discomfort, expected back this week. That is wonderful news, though. The AP All-American teams have been revealed, headlined by Zach Edey and R.J. Davis. Other players on the list on the first team: Dalton Knecht, Tristan Newton, and Jamal Shade. Second team: Hunter Dickinson, Kyle Filipowski, De'Ron Holmes, Tyler Kolek, and Mark Sears. Third team: Johnny Broom, Jaden Ledee, Caleb Love, Baylor Schreerman, and Terrence Shannon. I don't think anybody was snubbed. I think all these are pretty good. Although Newton, Kolek, you could argue for the flip-flop. And you could argue Caleb Love's second team and Mark Sears' third team. That's the other one that you could make a case for. The Big East came out with a statement, says that they're very disappointed after only 3 teams make the tournament, and I don't blame them. The Browns and Jerry Jeudy agreed to an extension, 3 years, $41 million. The Bengals signed Trent Brown to a 1-year deal, good signing for them. Former Vikings running back Alexander Madison is heading to the Las Vegas Raiders. That's a downgrade from Josh Jacobs. Texans need new uniforms, as CEO Cal McNair says more to come in April. ESPN confirms a $7.8 billion college football playoff deal, as ESPN College Football Playoff will remain on the network through 31-32. That's good news for ESPN. Couple basketball transfers. Stanford's Andrej Stajovic. Michigan's Doug McDaniel, averaging over 15 a game this year. And then Michigan loses Connie Ruths following the firing of Juwan Howard. J.J. McCarthy could go in the top 5, as Bleacher Report's Jordan Schultz says that he met with the Giants and will talk with the Commanders. If the Commanders take him at 2, they're out of their freaking minds. Like, him going in the top 10 reminds me of when Daniel Jones went in the top 10 in 2019, and then obviously Zach Wilson a couple years ago. So, there you have it for the news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. There's one that jumped out at me in the NIT. This stood out to me because of the team that was really good in the regular season and now is a huge underdog against a former conference rival, and that's South Florida. I'm taking them getting the 6.5. Like a 20th of a unit on it. I'm surprised that it is as low as it is, or as high as it is, I should say. So I'm going to take South Florida plus 6.5 at UCF, NIT. It's minus 106. So there you have it for best bet and the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything, look at everything tomorrow. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the winner of Tarleton State and A&M Corpus Christi will play in the CIT tomorrow. So that is, we'll see who wins that. And then we'll have more tournament stuff for you as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.